Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Jakks Specific Star Wars The Force Awakens First Order Snow Trooper. This 18-inch figure coming to us from the folks over at Jakks Specific is a perfect figure to be carrying around as my first Snow Trooper. They actually should have even called it that, my first Snow Trooper. It's a larger than most scaled figures that we've been seeing from the Star Wars Force Awakens line. And again, what may not necessarily be catered towards an adult collector unless maybe you do want a really large version of the Snow Trooper, but I think this is an ideal size for a kid to be carrying around in the playground. Package-wise, it's the same packaging as we've seen with the other Star Wars Force Awakens figures. We spin around the back of the package. And we've got the First Order Snow Trooper, features 7 points of articulation, it's 18 inches tall, and also comes with a blaster. It also comes with a knapsack, or a backpack, that you can attach onto it, although it doesn't list it anywhere on the back here. The latest generation of cold weather assault stormtroopers, snow troopers wear advanced insulated armor and helmets that reduce the glare of icy terrain. It says collect them all. See all the other figures at www.jakks.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up, but when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the 18-inch First Order Snow Trooper. There's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. With the Snow Trooper out of packaging, a couple of things that you can add to it are a backpack. It doesn't open up. There's no section on the backpack that opens up, but still has some nice detailing on the side, some control console detailing, and some little areas that break up the majority of white that is featured on the backpack. You can go ahead and take the Snow Trooper, spin it around, and this section right here will tell you exactly which way it goes. So this is facing up. You want to take that and snap it into place. And now you got a backpack on the Snow Trooper, which unfortunately makes it a little more on the back heavy side. The other accessory that comes with it is the blaster, the same blaster actually that came included with the First Order Stormtrooper. And unfortunately there doesn't seem to be a section on at least the Snow Trooper where you can peg the blaster the same vein that you pegged the Stormtrooper's blaster. So this one is just more so something that you can attach and have in the hand of the Snow Trooper. And you get a look that looks like that. It's a really fun, big, again, larger than life scaled version of the Snow Trooper, suitable certainly for kids to be playing around with. I guess the only downside to this particular piece, like the Kylo Ren, is that there's fabric that's been added to the Snow Trooper. I like that it is an included piece, just kind of breaks it up as opposed to being an all sculpted plastic piece. The only downside to this is, again, I'm thinking little Billy's playing with this in the playground. This likely is going to get a little dirty. Probably much like the whole Snow Trooper as a whole is going to probably get a little on the dirtier side. But now that we are into December, maybe there's less dirt to worry about and maybe more snow. And, well, he's a Snow Trooper after all. He's a perfect figure to be playing in the snow with. For the helmet is a slightly updated take from the original Snow Troopers that we saw in, I was going to say Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. I like the look of it. I really like that it has an interesting updated take, but it still looks very much like Star Wars to me. I just really like the look of it. Not less maybe necessarily crazy still about the First Order Stormtrooper design, but I really like the look of the Snow Trooper helmet here quite a bit. For posability on the Snow Trooper, it does have a slight ball joint in the head. The head can move up a little bit, but mostly it's just left and right. The arms rotate all the way around, and it does have a little swivel in the wrist itself. There appears to be no waist swivel, very similar to the Stormtrooper that we had a look at. And then also it has posability in the legs. And luckily, because this is fabric, it does a pretty good job of staying out of the way when you want to move the figure. Spot's already again had the look at the First Order Stormtrooper. Now we're having a look at the Snow Trooper, and I think these accompany each other very well indeed. This is now the fourth giant 18-inch figure that we had a look at. And I think my favorite might still be Kylo Ren. I think it's really cool to get these in a larger than life 18-inch scale. Not necessarily for everybody, and maybe the adult collectors will gravitate a little bit less away from these. But I think with Jakks producing these as really big figures, they're really suited for the younger kids out there that maybe just saw Star Wars. They want to, get something that they can play around with. And, small figures will always be a go-to for kids. But kids also are really getting into the big, giant figures, and that's one thing that Jakks exceeds in, is the giant released figures, especially with it also now snowing and we are in the winter season. If you want to be playing out in the snow, I don't think regular Stormtroopers are going to cut it. You want to get yourself an 18-inch Snowtrooper. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the Jakks Pacific Star Wars The Force Awakens, the 18-inch Snowtrooper. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.